my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, today our spiritual wisdom is the earth is a great school. Earth is the best school for us. So this is the wisdom we are going to discuss in detail. Friends, we know very well that we belong to the spirit world. We doesn't belong to this human world or the physical world. We are the permanent beings. We are we are the permanent citizens of the spirit world. We are the temporary citizens of this so-called the earthly world or physical world or the human world. It is very clear. Every one of us know this. This is the truth. But why do we come from the spirit world to the human world? What is the purpose? Why do we need to come? In the spirit world, we are so happy beings. We have no evil relationships between any of them, any of us. We all will be living so beautifully, so joyfully in the spirit world. In the spirit world, there are no differences between one soul to the other soul. They're all living with the spirit body. We are in the spirit body, in the spirit world. Which are the spirit worlds? Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Chanaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka. These are the various lokas. They are the various worlds, high frequency lokas, high frequency worlds, which always exist in the universe, in the cosmos. The Creator has done the so-called the huge, gigantic creation. The creation is going on infinitely. Multitude, infinitely, always the creation is on progress, continuously evolving. The universe or the cosmos is evolving continuously. As our soul is evolving continuously for thousands of years. Every soul, on an average, it takes 35,000-40,000 years in order to become an enlightened soul. Just understand. May not be even 35,000-40,000 friends. Sometimes if you go wrong in our own journey of life on the earth planet or any other planet, if we get into the wrong direction, if we get into the wrong track, it may take even 500 births also. What is the meaning of 500 births? It's almost equal to 50,000 years. It's almost equal to the 2 yugas. Each yuga has got about 26,000 years. It means more than 2 yugas it takes for a human soul, once it is born out of supreme intelligence, Adi Purnatma, as an infant soul, once we come onto the earth planet, we take an average about 50,000 years in order to become an enlightened soul. Or you need to become infinite soul, or we want to become once again, we also become a creator. So once we are enlightened or we become infinite soul, we are called as creator. We are called as a creator. We also get into the again so-called the new creation keep happening from the infinite soul always. That is eligible to do the so-called the new creation all the time by infinite soul. That's very much possible, friends. So like this, so what's happening is, so the human being as a human soul, we are coming to the earth planet or a physical world for all the purposes such as like taking a testing, training, paying of the karmas, right, and doing the fresh karmas or new task. What is the new task? Everybody will have some task, selected or as per our design, as per our soul design. Whatever the purpose of life you are chosen in the so-called the causal world. The causal world, everybody will choose one purpose of life. But the purpose of life, we all come down to the earth planet in order to perform that. Of course, while performing that, we also do a lot of new karmas. The karmas may be negative karma or a positive karma. So that is going to be filed up with us. Within our subconscious mind, it is going to be stored at any cost. Friends, so when we are in the spirit world, as I told you already, we are all the happiest beings Of course, in the spirit world also, we learn many things. We learn many things. So when we are learning many things in the spirit world, isn't it? There are great experts. How many years you are going to stay in the spirit world? You are going to stay more number of years than you stay on the Earth planet. On the Earth planet, you may be living here for about 100 years. That is the maximum number of years. That also many people don't live to that time. Many people live before the time, isn't it? So 100 years is the highest time you are going to live on the Earth planet. How many years you are going to live in the spirit world? You are going to live hundreds of years. Hundreds of years you are going to live in the spirit world. That means that is your home. This is not the home. This is just a rental home. You can say rental home or a place for a picnic. You came here for learning something, and you want to learn something, or you want to help others also, in fact, right? You are sent to the earth for the various purposes. The God as Almighty has given a birth to you, and He has sent you for, first of all, you want to learn, right? But you are learning already in the spirit world. Why do you come for again learning here? So always remember one thing, friends. Whatever you learn in the spirit world, right? The greatest things you can learn, of course, but you can't put them under the testing. There is no testing in the spirit world, because there is no competition. There is no kind of a, so one to other, there is no kind of a evil things. Always the great relationship, and always the joyful relationship between one soul to other soul in the spirit world, in the higher worlds. So in fact, if that is the case, then where is the testing, where is the competition is going to happen? How do you test yourself whether you are learned properly or not? Let's say you have learned a great music from Bismillah Khan, who is already there in the higher world, isn't it? He's already expert. He became expert on the Earth planet. Similarly, a great singer, so Bala Subramaniam, he is there on already in the physical, in the higher world. So you go back there. You are also learning the great singing ability, or singing. You are also practicing the singing along with him, and he is teaching all the people, all the souls he is teaching. He is a great soul. He's already learned soul. He was expert, so you will teach. You will also learn, of course. And then why, how do you put that singing or whatever the ability you learn there, how do you put it for testing? Is it possible to plus put it for testing in the spirit world? It is not possible. So that is why all the souls, friends, all the souls will be waiting to take the human birth, or for the human body they'll be waiting. When do they get the allocation? Like, we go to certain place, or a movie, a best movie, or a, the popular movie, then what will happen? We will be waiting for the in the queue to get the ticket and get into the cinema theater, isn't it? Like that. So here also what happens, friends? All the souls, they'll be waiting in the queue in order to get the physical body, the allocation of physical body for each and every soul. The reason is they all feel like, they learned a lot in the upper worlds, but because there is no testing over there, so only there is a training, there is no testing, there is no examination. Now you want to take an examination, and you want to test yourself how much you learned. For that, the best place is the earth. That is why we call the earth as a best school for all the souls, my dear friends. Not only one infant soul, or a young soul, or a baby soul, whatever. All the souls, old soul, mature soul, for every soul, the earth is the best school in order to test yourself, whatever you learned in the spirit world. So that is the purpose. And also, the Almighty will send you not only for that purpose, my dear friends, not only for examining yourself or testing yourself, you also need to learn many things faster, in the faster note on the earth planet. See, in the spirit world, you learn whatever you want, go on learn. But instead, at the same time, you are not kept them in the testing, or you never tested whatever you learned. In that case, what happened? Your learning will be slower. Your learning will be slower. You may not grow faster. But when you come to the earth planet, whatever you learned here is the place where everything will be tested. All the things, whatever your abilities, no matter, whatever ability you have, every ability will be tested here thoroughly, isn't it? Otherwise, people will not appreciate you, because you say that I'm an expert in the music. Then they say that, okay, go on, do the music, play the music. They'll give you a chance. So if at all you do very well, then they'll appreciate, they applause. If you don't do very well, so the people start condemning you or blaming you, isn't it? So that's how what happened. Once they blame you or condemn you or they belittle you, what will happen? Immediately you start getting much more, the perseverance, and you start increasing your own interest on the particular music or singing. You will go on learn again. You go on practice more and more. Next time I want to be appreciated. I want to get the award, reward, isn't it? So that's how you start working on the earth planet. But that will not happen in the spirit world. That is why your growth, the soul growth will be lesser always. That's what you need to understand. The soul growth in the upper world, in the spirit world, will be lesser. The reason is there is no testing, there is no evaluation, there is no kind of a appreciation or rewarding, awarding. Nothing will be there in the upper world. All are treated equally in the upper worlds. All the souls are treated equally. They all will live harmoniously in the upper world. But on the physical planet, especially friends, we can't live here with the harmonious way. Living harmoniously on the earth planet is quite impossible. The reason is there are evil souls, there are bad souls, there are worst souls, there are good souls, there are best souls, there are the mature souls, there are the infinite souls. All are living together on this earth planet. How do you expect the harmonious way of living here? There won't be any possibility. But still, what happened, friends? So there are many souls who are good souls once upon a time. They have fallen to the lowest level. They have fallen sick and they have fallen back. They have fallen to the from good soul to they have fallen to the bad soul. Even the bad souls gets into worse soul. All this happens in the earth planet. The highest possibility for that. The reason is around you. What is the companion with you? Who are the company with you? Right? So if at all you are a good soul, but you have a company of a bad soul or a worse soul, what will happen? It will downgrade your soul evolution. It will downgrade you also into the bad soul. There is a highest possibility here. That is why so many janmas it takes. So many lives we are taking for what purpose? This is the purpose. That is the reason we take so many lives in order to get enlightenment, isn't it? Otherwise, every soul will evolve so faster without any hindrances, without any obstacles. What will happen? Every soul will evolve within 100 lives itself. They will evolve and they become infinite soul. But that is not the possibility. So every soul will take a birth onto the earth planet in order to grow themselves, in order to grow their own soul evolution, their own soul growth will be happening. At the same time, to pay back any karmas are there, right? Any of the karmas in the previous life left over, they have to pay back. They have to come here only. They want to test what they learned in the upper planes, or they want to learn much more. For a more training, they'll come to the earth planet. At the same time, friends, if at all any loved ones are there here, they are already suffering, maybe you come here in order to help them. That's also possible. At the same time, friends, if any spiritual mission you have, for example, I want to teach the whole humanity on this earth planet meditation, and I want to teach all the people the great music. I want to teach the music. I want to teach sports. I want to teach, so-called the Bharatanatyam, right? So like this, if you have any purpose of your life or purpose of your birth, definitely there will be one particular purpose of birth will be there for every life, my dear friends. But that is a part and parcel of your entire journey on the earth planet. What you will be doing? So with that purpose of birth, you will come down to the earth planet, but you will forget thoroughly. Within 3 to 5 years, what happened? Up to 3 to 5 years only you can remember. But by the time you are getting your conscious mind developing, you forget that. The reason being, so the training what we are giving to our children on the earth planet is very bad. Very, very bad. The reason is we never tell them to listen to their inner, right? Their inner will be telling, isn't it? So, but what we say is we always say to our children that I am an elder, I am your parent, I am your father, mother. You can't go as per what you wish. We put them into some conditioning, isn't it? See, for example, Osho Rajneesh, he was a rebel in the childhood. You know that he was a rebel in the childhood itself. So such is the kind of a nature of him. He never used to listen his parents, like his mother, father, and of course his grandmother was there. She was supporting him so much. because everything he was questioning. Even the big people, so-called the famous people who are come across by him, he will be questioning a lot, right? He asks all the difficult questions. It doesn't matter what other people feel. So such is the behavior of the Osho Rajneesh in the childhood. So that kind of a that kind of a rebel behavior was there with him. So that is why he became enlightened in faster mode. In a faster way, he became enlightened, isn't it? Similarly, our children must be grown with open-minded. We should never condition them. We should never teach unnecessary things. We should never teach the fear. We should never teach the so-called difficulties and say that impossibilities, all the impossibilities, all these things. We should never teach them, not put them into their mind. The moment you start training them like this, friends, they become a normal human beings. They may do some job, they may act as a professor, lecturer, or whatever it may be, right? Software engineer, whatever it may be. So they just meant for the entire life will be meant for just earning money and making some small family, having again children, and then you grow older, you get into diseases, and then whatever you earn, leave it here, everything you leave it here, and then you get older and get diseases, and then you pass away from this earth planet. That's what we are doing, and we are doing, and we are making our children also do this. But what for the physical body is given, the physical body is given to you when you come to the earth planet. When you observe here, the earth planet is very bad, right? Most of the negative souls are driving this earth planet. You have to correct it how much ever possible. How many, whatever the negatives, whatever the souls, good souls fall into the bad souls, if you observe it, if you come across, try to correct it, try to help them. So that's why you came to the earth planet. Not only that, around you, the things are not going good. Earth is suffering. Already earth planet is suffering because of all these negative souls. They are badly, emanating the bad vibrations from them. Out of all the humanity, the so-called the I negative vibrations are coming out. Such is the kind of nature of the the human population. The nature of the human population is so bad. So that's why you came here by taking the physical body, even in order to correct all the situation. How much ever possible, whichever possible for you around you, try to correct it. That's why you have taken the body. But we forgotten, my dear friends. We forgotten that. At the same time, so try to remember one thing. So your life journey, or the time period of your journey on the life planet, on the earth planet, is short, not very lengthy. Try to understand that. Anytime you have to go back. If call comes, you need to go back. You need to vacate. Even sometimes, for example, if you really work hard, every minute of your Earth planet journey, or the journey on the Earth planet, every minute you need to utilize it. You should not waste any time. If you start utilizing, like doing meditation, spreading meditation, teaching good things, and helping other the fallen souls, the from the good souls fallen down to the bad souls, try to improve them, try to help them in whichever the manner possible for you, so that they will also grow faster. All that is possible here, but only thing is, we have to aim to do it. We should take a decision to do this kind of the great works or the great service to the humanity, even the other life beings also, my dear friends. So, but if you don't do that, what happens, friends? See, you are wasting your time means here on this earth planet. So the time will not come back. The call will come. Even you may need to leave early than your decided date, isn't it? Because of your stress and strain, what happens is you are going to consume your breath faster. So every human being is being given the number of breaths limited, the bank of breaths. So there are limited or the fixed number of breaths are given to everybody. We brought that number with us. That is there very much in the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind knows when you are going to leave this earth planet. Already knows, it knows. But depends upon your number of breaths, it may vary again, right? It will be varied. So let's say you are doing meditation, yoga, pranayama, and you are trying to, shorten your, the amount of breaths you are taking. Not much amount of breaths you are taking. You have a lot of great control on the number of breaths consumption. Then what will happen? You live longer, obviously, of course. So if at all you are under the great strain and stress, isn't it? You go through your life, it may shorten your life. The longevity of life will be reduced. So like that happens, friends. However, so the amount of breaths are limited. The number of years also less for you on the earth planet. It's not a long life. Like in the spirit world, we stay a very longer time in the spirit world, isn't it? So as it is less short time on the earth planet, always try to utilize it in a better way. Always do the great works. Always learn the great things. Always try to perform the great task, achieve the great task on this earth planet as long as you are living here. So that is why, so this earth becomes a best school for all of us, right? So you can test anything here. Whatever you learn, just put it for testing. No matter what others feel, no matter what other people are going to comment you, just put it under testing. How much ever you know, how much ever you can practice it and put it for testing. That is how you need to lead your life on this earth planet. It can be anything, whatever a profession. It can be a profession. It can be a music or a dance or a great all the great arts there, right? So anything you learn, just put it for testing. For example, I'm teaching you. Whatever I know, I'm teaching you. I'm not bothered. I'm not afraid of anybody. I can teach whatever I know. I don't mind. If somebody says you're not done correctly or you're done only so much, that's not great, this is not high. All this I don't mind. I don't care also. Isn't it? So why should I care? Because I know what I know and I can teach what I know. Isn't it? That is enough. Like that, everyone must do this in their lifetime. Everyone must try to do this all the time on the earth planet. Never ever waste 1 minute of your time on this earth planet, my dear friends. And taking one more body, you have to wait for a long time. It's not a easy task to take a body and come to the earth planet. It's a big task, a very complex task, I can say. Taking you one more body, and again preparation of that body, selection of the body, selection of the parents, and you go through all the process coming to the physical body, mother womb, then come out of the physical womb, and then start growing and start learning. And it's a very big task, in fact. So that is why whenever you have life in your hands, right, on this earth, as long as the life is in your hands, isn't it? So you are alive, always use every 1 minute, 1 second of your time in a most precious of I say it's a most precious. Why do I say more most precious? Because it's short time. It's not long time at all. Sometimes you have to go, even if suppose in case, if you do it all the task properly, properly and timely and in a most efficient way, you achieve everything, in a short span of time, like Swami Vivekananda, right? Swami Vivekananda. So that kind of great masters. So, and even Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, 50 years, 60 years, 50, 55 years, they leave the physical body because there's no purpose of staying here, isn't it? So that's what I said. All the higher souls, the souls which comes from higher realms. For example, someone has already reached the so-called Tapoloka or Mahaloka, right? Mahaloka, Tapoloka, somebody has reached because of their the soul evolution, the higher soul evolution on this earth planet. They reach that particular loka. Then what will happen? They also take the birth. They are called higher souls, evolved souls. They also take the birth sometimes on the earth planet. For what purposes? The only one purpose is they come with the spiritual mission, basically. They come with the spiritual mission. So they try to accomplish the spiritual mission, like our Patriji, our Guruji Patriji has also accomplished, so-called the spiritual mission, spreading the meditation, vegetarianism, pyramid power, right? And Swadhyaya, Sajjana Sangatya, all this, he has spread to the nook and corner of this entire world. He has spread without expectation, if of no returns, and also is so humble, so simple, simplicity, humbleness, like sharing and caring. So much he was spreading all these great qualities. He was go on spreading and he imbibed as well. He also spread to the entire humanity. Such is the short. The journey was so fast and as well. So for the past 40 years, he never wasted 1 minute also. Even while traveling, while doing journey and while teaching, everywhere he utilized even 1 second, 1 minute also he never wasted. So that's how the last 40 years after he got enlightened, 1976 especially, and in between 1976 and 1990s, Of course, he was also in the practice of meditation, and he was in the going on teaching and going on to the different villages. But from 1990s, he started spreading very fast. From 1990 till 2020, 22, especially, right? So he has gone spread the meditation, all this spirituality in a very wide manner. In fact, he never wasted 1 minute also. Then now he left. He left the physical body. So in a very light note, not even doing any sound, my dear friends. That is how the great masters will leave the physical planet. They don't do any sound. They don't go to hospital. You take to hospital also, they'll come back. The reason is they know they have to leave. Their purpose is over. Their mission is accomplished already. Once the mission is accomplished, they will never bother about what is there with them and what properties, what matters to other people. They don't mind because they are given what is given. They are given, the enough is given, right? What is required, what is essential to the humanity, everything is given and taught very widely and in a very eloquent manner. Clearly, he has taught to all the humanity, then his purpose is over. So why does he stay? Not even 1 minute, 1 second. Why does he stay here? Similarly, for us also the same thing, my dear friends. We all need to become like that. We have to we have to evolve like that. Our soul evolution definitely has to happen. We have to evolve our soul to such a level where once we once we are leaving this earth planet, we have to live with a happy note, with a great happiness. So in the great happiness, we have to live here. We have to leave the earth planet, not with the sadness, not with the sickness, friends. So what will happen if you are having a lot of negative karmas you do here on this earth planet? So you have come to the earth planet, you are going through the journey of life, then you are going on doing the all the negative deeds and negative karmas. What will happen? Obviously, next life when you come here, so you will be given the sick body, physically sick body will they'll give. So you have to suffer with the sick body all the time. Sometimes, you observe some people, they go on suffer with the epilepsy throughout their life, from the childhood till the last breath. They go on suffer. And you see some people, they go on suffer with the some different disability, the dumbness, deafness, isn't it? They can't see, they can't hear. So that will be there throughout their life. Why did they get particularly that people? Because their past life karmas are so negative, so strongly negative. So the profoundly negative, then obviously they'll be given that kind of physical body. With that kind of physical body, you have to go through the entire life. So why do you do this? When you really aware of all these things, when you know that this kind of wisdom, why do you want to live that kind of life? Why do you want to commit unnecessary mistakes, unnecessary negative karmas? Why do you want to commit? Always go with the great positive karmas, help other people, isn't it? Any people who are in the sickness, physically, mentally sick, go on help them. If somebody wanted a wisdom, go on give them, isn't it? So whatever possible financially somebody you want to help, if possible for you, do that also. If you're going on doing like this, friends, with this kind of deeds, the great deeds, if you are keep doing it, definitely. So next time when you come back to again, when you take a physical body and come to the earth planet, you will definitely live very peacefully because you have done the great deeds. So you are given the good situations, good circumstances, and good physical body, healthy body, you will get it. And then you can lead the life. So, with a great pleasant manner, you can live the next life on the earth planet. That's how we need to make our life so meaningful and so reasonable, highly evolving, my dear friends. So this is what I will try to say, that the earth is the best school, definitely best school. It will give you the best training, I can say, right? And also it conducts the best examinations. The earth conducts the very good examinations for everybody. Whatever you learned, it will be pushed out, it will be put under the hardship. It will be put under the hard testing, basically, on the earth planet. That is very much possible. So we have to really appreciate the environment on the earth planet. Of course, at the same time, we should not resort to the negative karmas. Of course, we got failed, then we should not get into the so-called, some people, they fail in the examination, they go to suicide. Some people, they didn't get a job, they commit suicide. Some people, some kind of a broken relationship, they go to suicide. No, should not commit that. Suicide is the greatest sin. Out of any sins, that is the greatest sin on this earth planet. Okay, never ever one should not do it. Okay, that is why, friends, what I'm trying to say is the earth is the best school wherein you can put everything under testing. You can learn a lot, whatever you know, more than that, whatever you learned in the upper plane, the spirit world, and you can learn much more than that in the very practical way you can learn on this earth planet. That is why, so we must use this earth planet as a best school. So time and again, when we come here, all the time we must utilize the time. Every minute, every second has to be utilized on this earth planet. So because it's a best school, we have to spend best time. We should not waste 1 minute, 1 second also, my dear friends. So with this, the spiritual wisdom of today, so we are trying to close this, my dear friends.